Welcome. I'm your instructor, and today we're diving into a TOEFL classroom announcement. We'll listen closely to identify the speaker's purpose and key instructions to ensure you're ready for any academic talk. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to subscribe to myTOEFL for more expert strategies. Let's keep working together toward your target score. Get ready to listen to an academic announcement. Focus on the main topic being introduced and any specific requirements the speaker mentions for the students.
Listen to a professor in an architecture and engineering seminar.
Today, we will examine biomimicry, the design of materials and systems modeled on biological entities. One famous example is the Eastgate Center in Zimbabwe, which mimics the self-cooling ventilation systems found in termite mounds. This design allows the building to maintain a stable temperature without conventional air conditioning. To see similar principles in action, we will visit the Biodesign Lab this Thursday, September 12th at 3 p.m. The lab is located in the basement of the Miller Engineering Wing. You must bring your protective lab goggles and a sketchbook to draw the structural patterns we observe. Please read the introductory chapter on nature, inspired structural engineering before our meeting.
Listen to a professor in an architecture and engineering seminar. Knowing this is an architecture and engineering seminar helps us anticipate technical terms related to design and structures. Professor. Since the speaker is a professor, expect a formal tone and clear instructions regarding course material or upcoming events. Today, we will examine biomimicry, the design of materials and systems modeled on biological entities. The professor immediately defines the core topic, biomimicry, which sets the stage for the entire talk. One famous example is the Eastgate Center in Zimbabwe, which mimics the self-cooling ventilation systems found in termite mounds. Here, the speaker provides a famous example to ground the abstract concept of biomimicry in a real-world structure. This design allows the building to maintain a stable temperature without conventional air conditioning. This sentence highlights the functional benefit of the design, specifically how it works without conventional air conditioning. To see similar principles in action, we will visit the Biodesign Lab this Thursday, September 12th at 3 p.m. The professor transitions from theory to a practical visit to the Biodesign Lab, providing a specific date and time. The lab is located in the basement of the Miller Engineering Wing. This detail clarifies the location of the lab, ensuring students know exactly where to go. You must bring your protective lab goggles and a sketchbook to draw the structural patterns we observe. Pay attention to the word must, which signals a strict requirement for students to bring specific equipment like protective lab goggles. Please read the introductory chapter on nature, inspired structural engineering before our meeting. The speaker concludes with a reading assignment that students need to complete before our meeting. What is the primary focus of the lecture? This is a main idea question, asking for the primary focus of the talk. We need to identify the overarching theme discussed from the beginning. Let's look at the choices. Let's listen to what option A says. The development of air conditioning in Africa. While the professor mentions Zimbabwe, this option focuses too narrowly on air conditioning in Africa, which was just a detail of one example. Now, let's check option B. The history of construction in the Miller Engineering Wing. Although the Miller Engineering Wing is mentioned as the location, the lecture isn't about its history of construction. Here is option C. Let's break it down. The application of biological designs to modern engineering. This perfectly captures the definition of biomimicry as the application of biological designs to solve engineering problems. Finally, let's look at option D. How to identify different species of termites in the lab. This is a distractor. Termites were part of the termite mounds example, but the goal isn't to identify different species. The most accurate answer is option C, since it summarizes the professor's explanation of biomimicry and its engineering uses. What must students do for the lab visit on Thursday? This question focuses on a specific detail regarding the lab visit. We need to recall the requirements mentioned for Thursday. Let's evaluate the options. Let's evaluate option A. Complete an online safety quiz about ventilation. The audio never mentioned a safety quiz, making this an incorrect addition not found in the text. Now, let's look at option B. Bring protective goggles and a sketchbook. This matches the professor's instruction to bring protective lab goggles and a sketchbook for the observation. Here is option C, let's consider it. Wait for the professor at the main entrance. The professor gave the specific location in the basement, but never told students to wait at the main entrance. Finally, let's check option D. Submit a sketch of the Eastgate Center. While a sketchbook is required, students are meant to draw structural patterns at the lab, not submit a sketch of the Eastgate Center. Therefore, the correct choice is option B because it directly reflects the mandatory items listed by the professor. Proceed in TOEFL listening. Always distinguish between the main academic concept and the logistical instructions provided. Note, taking on specific requirements like dates and materials is essential for these types of announcements.